What is the temperature of a boiling water? Yep, you guessed it right. It's 100 degrees Celsius. Have you tried dipping your fingers on a boiling water? No? Why not? Of course, because it's hot, right? Well, how about walking on top of a hot surface with temperature of 2000 degrees Celsius? Now imagine a path 12 to 15 feet long, 1 meter wide, lined up with hot burning coals, reaching to that blister-inducing temperature of 2000 degrees Celsius. Who wouldn't feel fear? But that was exactly what Tony Robbins made us do on the first day of his 4-day workshop called Unleash the Power Within, or UPW, where 12,000 delegates from over 24 countries around the world stormed outside Singapore Expo to do the Firewalk Challenge. And if you don't know who Tony Robbins is, he is the most famous transformational coach we have on this planet. His one-to-one coaching fee is just amazing. $1 million for a 12 session, 1 hour per session package. So no wonder only the brightest celebrities and largest leaders can afford his coaching services like Oprah Winfrey, Serena Williams, Andre Agassi, Hugh Jackman, and US ex-President Bill Clinton, just to mention a few. So the easiest way for me to get close and learn from him was to join his 4-day UPW workshop. Yep, that was me and that was Tony Robbins. And for today, I would like to share with you some lessons that I have learned from Tony Robbins, specifically on the topic of facing and overcoming fear. So this is me, I'm Gloria Jane Velasco. Good day to everyone. So what is fear? Fear stands for false evidence appearing real. It is an emotional state that immobilizes or paralyzes us from taking action, moving forward, or being our best. Have you heard of the famous cliche, face the fear and do it anyway? But how do we exactly face and overcome fear and do the thing that frightens us? The answer dawned on me during the Firewalk Challenge. The Firewalk serves as metaphor for breaking away from the shackles of fear and making massive transformation in an instant through a change in emotional state. The same method that we use to overcome the fear of firewalking is the same method that we use in order to achieve success in life. In essence, the key element to be aware of is our emotional state. Our emotional state influences our choices, which then determines our actions and consequently our results. If we feel depressed, would we likely have uplifting choices and therefore have an encouraging, satisfying result? No, we will eventually have depressing results. Now, on the other hand, if we are at peak emotional state, or in short, peak state, we will consequently attain peak performance that leads to desirable results. This is the state of power, victory, and of fiery confidence. So here comes the question. How do we overcome fear? Knowing that fear is an emotional state, we need to know what creates an emotional state. And there are 3 patterns that drive it, and therefore 3 patterns that we can interrupt to get the desired results. These 3 patterns are physiology, focus, and language or meaning. First off, physiology. What we do with our physical body, our posture, movement, and breathing. Emotion is created through motion. The way we move will change how we feel. So going back to the Firewalk Challenge, did we hunch our back, cross our arms with dropped eyebrows and sad facial expression? Or did we stand up straight, legs far apart, arms reaching out with bright facial expression? Of course, you know the answer, right? So use that power pose and feel the confidence building up in yourself. So that's physiology. Number 2 is focus. Where our focus goes, energy flows. And whatever you focus on expands. So if you're feeling fearful, chances are you're focusing on something that makes you feel fearful. So going back to the Firewalk Challenge, where did we focus on? Did we look down at that burning coals, or did we look up at the cool moon? What we did was we looked up to the moon and we chanted, cool moss, cool moss, cool moss. So friends in life, focus on things that you want. So that's number 2, focus. And number 3 is language or meaning. This is our internal dialogue. the quality of our communication to ourselves that determines the meaning we place in our situations. So during the Firewalk experience, did we tell ourselves, oh my God, this is too difficult. This is too hard. I cannot bring myself to do this. And so therefore we gave meaning that we are powerless? Or did we communicate strongly to ourselves a great story of, this is a powerful time to be strong, to be in charge, to be at full power, to play full out. I am powerful beyond measure, and I am the most powerful human being alive. Which do you think? Which language do you think would bring you to a successful outcome? We know, right? And you also know that. So that's number 3, language and meaning. So to recap, how do we face and overcome fear? It is important to understand that fear is an emotional state, and there are 3 patterns that drive an emotional state. Number 1 is we need to interrupt our physiology or physical state. Number 2, choose our focus wisely, because where focus goes, energy flows. And number 3, change the language or meaning we put into events. So with all these tools, during the Firewalk experience, what I did was I brought myself into peak state. We use our hands, we thumb on our chest, peak state. We stood up tall, shoulders back, chest out with head up high, gaze fixed upon the moon, walk in a calm and normal pace, and we chanted, cool moth, cool moth, cool moth, and celebrated success once I completed the challenge. And that was a very amazing transformational experience. Really, really amazing. And so at this point in time, I strongly encourage you to take this challenge to study the 3 patterns that drive your emotional state, observe the correlation between your emotional state, choices, actions, and results, and change the 3 patterns until you arrive to your desired emotional state and outcome. And if you do this repeatedly, this will greatly change the quality of your lives. And so this was me on January 2018 when I joined Tony Robbins' Firewalk Experience. And this was before Wild Fit time. So you see, I was still chubby. And so this is me. This is your Wild Fit coach, Virgin Velasco. Thank you very much for tuning in and for watching my video. And thank you for allowing me to share with you on my brief experience on the Firewalk Challenge, Tony Robbins, Unleash the Power Within. Until next time, have a very nice day ahead.